Now, campaigners against the High-Speed 2 rail project will go to the Supreme Court today. If they win their case, the £42 billion rail link could be derailed, forcing the government to look again at their plans to protect the environment. Well, Richard Houghton is from the HS2 Action Alliance and joins me now. Morning to you, Richard.
Good morning.
Well, it's certainly been a long campaign for you and all those involved. You've now made it to the highest court in the land. What are you hoping for today?
We're hoping that the 7 judges that are sitting at the Supreme Court will see that the government should have run a strategic environmental assessment before proceeding with HS2 in 2010.
But if you lose?
If we lose, then there are a number of options. They may reject our claims completely, or they may say that we can appeal to Europe.
That would be very costly, wouldn't it, if you keep going?
Well, all of our funds are raised by individual donations. We've raised about £350,000 over the last 3 years of this legal action. So there are people from up and down the country who believe that protecting the environment is important, and they're willing to put their hands in their pockets to support it. OK, let's switch to if you positively win today. Would the government necessarily be forced to go back to the drawing board, particularly on the environment proposals, protecting the environment? Our understanding is they would then need to run a strategic environmental assessment of both the proposed line and viable alternatives. And we're pretty sure that now that speed is no longer the important factor in their argument, that there would be much less damaging routes that they could take. At the moment, the current route goes through 24 sites of special scientific interest. The Leam Valley in Warwickshire, Chiltern's outstanding area of outstanding natural beauty. So we believe that there are alternatives that could be taken. And if they have to go down that route, that presumably would delay the whole project even further? It would indeed, yes. I mean, it is all running behind timescales at the moment. The hybrid bill, which would allow them to build HS2, is meant to be completed before the next election, but I think members of the government have already suggested that may not be the case. Just a final word, Richard, from the government side, just hard to see, isn't it, how they would actually pull the plug now, given the money invested already? I think it's a matter of pulling the plug. I think it's a matter of actually standing up to their environmental duties and making sure that, the countryside, or we can't rebuild the countryside. Once you've built on it, it's gone. It's standing up to those duties and making sure that they protect the environment as much as they can. All right, Richard Houghton there from the HS2 Action Alliance. Big day ahead at the Supreme Court for that group of campaigners later.